Hello everybody, doing here from DRFX Forex Swing Trading. Trade setup on the Euro US dollar. It's a trade within a consolidation on the daily chart, and we're basically trading the movement from resistance to support. This is the trade setup. These are the prices, and the maximum holding period for this trade is 5 days to February 29th. This should be 2016. Generally, as I said, we're trading within the boundaries of a pennant consolidation on the Euro US dollar daily chart, and the signal given to start the movement back to support is a U-turn evening star formation on the daily chart. However, the trade that we're actually going to be trading is actually based on the bullish bearish engulfing candlestick formation that has appeared midway the consolidation setup. 4-hour chart is going to be used for entry setup and the consolidation setup, and the trend line, downtrend line, is those areas are going to be used to place our stop loss. Stop loss is going to be placed above the resistance of the range, which is also going to be above the downtrend line. So two good areas, two strong areas to protect our trade and to use as our stop loss placement. Target for this trade is set for just above the support boundary of the daily pennant. As you can see here, this is the overall setup. Large pennant consolidation, turned at the resistance boundary, and is expected to head towards the support. Trade itself, trading this bearish engulfing candlestick formation, which is expected to take us down to the support boundary. Entry setup on the 4-hour chart. Stop loss placed above the downtrend line and the resistance of the range setup. And our entry, maximum entry using a stop loss of 120 pips, is the 110.16 area, 110.16 price. But of course, since the market actually closed at a higher price, we can actually enter the market using a market order and get a better price. Target would be at 10880, which is just above the support boundary. So you're talking about a potential gain of as high as 150 pips or as low as between 136 pips and 150 pips. Of course, the guidelines that I follow during each trade, I never read financial and economic news related to the market, and I definitely do not analyze pairs that are correlated to the euro or any trade or any currency that I'm trading. I only check to make sure that the trade is still open at the end of the day without actually monitoring the chart nor the floating profit. These are safeguards in place to ensure that we do not yield to the temptation of looking at the market based on what persons are saying about the direction of the pair, whether it's in sync with our trading direction or not. Of course, we don't want to be looking at currencies that are related to the one that we're looking at. Basically because, of course, we would be tempted to determine or interpret movements that are taking place on correlated pairs and use that to assess whether or not our trade is actually going to work out. So you don't want to be doing that, because not all the time the currencies move exactly in the same direction at exactly the same time. And of course, we don't monitor the charts on floating profit, so that we basically stay away from interfering with the trade. So that's the trade in a nutshell. Trading within consolidation. This U-turn appeared at the resistance boundary the newly formed resistance boundary, and it's now giving us another signal in the form of a bearish engulfing candlestick formation to head towards the support boundary. Our setup is going to be done on the 4-hour chart using the trend line and the consolidation setups that have been formed for our entry and stop loss placement. And our limit order is going to be placed just above the support boundary. Maximum holding period for this trade is going to be 5 days, which would take us to Monday, February 29th. So let's stay away from this trade, from this currency for a while. Stay away from other correlated pairs, directly correlated pairs, as well as inversely correlated pairs, which in this case would be the US Swiss franc, which is very much closer related to the Euro US dollar. So let's wait until the market reaches its target and analyze it after the trade has been completed.